Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And the British and Irish squad has finally been announced after months and months of anticipation, of guessing the squad, of trying to decide who was going to go where, who was going to get dropped out, what Warren Gatland was actually going to do. He has just announced his squad, 37-man squad, not a 36-man squad like we initially thought was going to be the case that will come to South Africa. And there's some very surprising omissions and a couple of surprising inclusions. With a very interesting sort of balance between a lot of England players, 11 of them, with quite a few Scottish players, a lot more Scottish players than we're used to seeing. But we're going to go through this entire squad in just a bit. Before we do, please make sure you smash a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are going to be doing lots of Lions content over the course of the series, so make sure that you are part of it by subscribing and being part of the channel. Right, we're going to start with the backs, and this is how they are shaping up at the moment. So the big omission there, and you're not misreading it, there is no Johnny Sexton. He has not been included in the squad. The squad is as follows: Josh Adams, Bundy Aki, Dan Biggar, Elliot Daly, Gareth Davies, Owen Farrell, Chris Harris, Robbie Henshaw, Stuart Hogg, Conor Murray, Ali Price, Louis Rees-Zammit, Finn Russell, Duane van der Merwe, Anthony Watson, and Liam Williams. So I would say a surprise inclusion there is Elliot Daly. No Johnny Sexton is obviously the big one. So it's quite a. Those are some big calls there. I'm excited to see that Louis Rees-Zammit and Duane van der Merwe have been included, as well as Finn Russell. I think the fact that Finn Russell has been included at the expense of Johnny Sexton, hopefully, is a little bit of a sort of a look into the type of rugby that Warren Gatland wants to play. Finn Russell, Stuart Hogg, these are very exciting players. They play a lot of rugby together. Duane van der Merwe, you know, so you can really start seeing sort of combinations, which is going to be quite interesting. But yeah, I think it's a very big call to first of all include Elliot Daly, and I think it's a very big call not to include Johnny Sexton, who was very good on the last tour itself. In terms of the forwards, and as we guessed it, ALUN Jones will captain the side on the tour. No big surprises there. So the forwards are as follows: Tadek Byrne, Jack Conan, Luke Cowan-Dickey, Tom Curran, Xander Ferguson, Talapi Faletau, Tadek Furlong, Jamie George, Ian Henderson, Johnny Hill, Mario Itoje, ALUN Jones, Wyn Jones, Courtney Laws, Ken Owens, Andrew Porter, Sam Simmons, probably one of the surprising picks there, Rory Sutherland, Justin Tupurik, Marco Vinipola, Hamish Watson. So a couple of, no Kyle Sinclair, for example, is a big call. Lots of people complaining about no Sam Underhill. But a couple of people were thinking that maybe Josh Navidi might have played the squad there. But it's quite an interesting squad. I'm not going to talk too much about the squad itself. So I think that's something we're going to discuss a lot in depth in our panel conversation tonight, which will be live 7:30 UK time, 8:30 South African time. But that is the squad, and some very big calls made by Warren Gatland. I think ALUN Jones was fairly. I think that was sort of fairly expected. I don't think that was a big call. But there's no Billy Vinipola. No Manu Tuilagi, no Joe Marler, for example. So a lot of the England fans are up and right. But if you look at the breakdown of it, Welsh sides, Welsh players, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Welsh players, 11 English players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Scottish players. When was the last time there was a Lions tour with 8 Scottish players? And the Ireland contingent are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Irish players. So it's actually quite an even breakup for once. You've got 7, 8, 10, and 11. Still very England dominated, which I think is quite surprising given they had a pretty poor Six Nations. But yeah, it's a very interesting squad. Let me know what you think of the squad down in the comments below. As I said, we will discuss this in more detail tonight in our panel show, so make sure you go and tune in to watch that as well. Thank you very much for watching. As always, it's been a pleasure. My name is Stephen, and I'll chat to you very soon.